circles in regards to doing her homework. She's very, very informed on a lot of issues like the Dakota Access or other large-scale environmental affecting projects. So, please again, give it up for her as she gives us our spiel. Thank
You guys like my bag? Look at this. Peace, love, sandbag, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So this is connecting the dots right here. So we all have experienced climate change personally, right? We live in Cedar Rapids or surrounding areas. We have experienced the flood. And so we all should understand climate change and the importance of addressing it now. So before I forget, I am so appreciative to be here with you all today. I thank Robert and Valerie and Aileen for putting this on together because I feel one of the most important things we can be doing now is activities like this where we're getting together, talking about ideas, talking about solutions to address these problems because they're big. They're big right now. And we all need to be working together. So thank you all for being here and taking the time. It's a gorgeous day. So I'm with an organization called 350.org. And I don't know, I'm just curious, how many people have heard of 350.org before? Okay, awesome. So if you have not, 350 stands for the amount of carbons in the air, parts per million, the amount of carbon in parts per million in the atmosphere that is safe for the planet. And I just looked it up and we're at 408. It continues to rise. And that is why the last 4 years have been the hottest in the history of the planet. So we are in a predicament and it's time that we need to address it. Obviously our current, the Trump administration is not interested in doing this. It is up to us. It is up to us to hold our leaders accountable. It is up to us to make noise, gather together, and have a concerted effort to address climate change. So I did hand out a couple pieces, one a full page and one is about Solarize, that describes 350.org a little bit more. Basically, it's an international organization that is solely dedicated on mitigating climate change. And how can we do that together? So it's very much a grassroots effort. We do have a local chapter that's called Iowa 350 and we meet monthly. So if you're interested, we would love to have you come on board, participate in some of our actions. We're all about action. And so here's some of the pieces that we have done through marches and different events. So this piece right here that Aileen is holding up really explains it all. It's what is climate change about? It's about, sorry. It is warming. I just explained that. We all understand it's very much warming. I think you all probably heard about the ice shelf, the gigantuous ice shelf that just broke off in Antarctica. And they're saying it may not necessarily be connected with climate change. So if you cannot relate the rising temperatures to a giant ice shelf breaking off, I'm not sure. But anyway, it is warming. It is us. We know that. We are huge creators of carbon in the atmosphere all the time. We're sure about this. Yes, it's bad, but good news, we try to focus on the good news, right? We can fix it. We have ways to fix it. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that, okay? Because our actions are addressing, together we need to address and talk to our elected officials about what are they doing to cut down carbon emissions. What are they doing? What kinds of goals are they setting in place? It's kind of about our energy. Where are we getting our energy? And we need to be focused on that. So, so that's what that's about. Thank you. And then a big part of what we have done as well is really focused on trying to keep the pipeline out of Iowa. We were not exactly successful with that. We gave it our best shot. But I don't know if you all have heard the latest. A U.S. district judge has now ruled that an environmental impact statement should have been done before this pipeline was built. It was not. It was not. And just my little sideline, it's crazy to think that a governor in an agricultural state would allow a Texas oil company to come in and take land from 1,200 farmers who've been here for generations on end to put an explosive pipeline, piping what, 520,000 gallons per day?
Barrels.
Barrels per day. It's like, that equates to like 2.5 million gallons per day through the land of Iowa. It is insane, but that's what I'll say about it. Sorry, I get off topic, and so a couple of things I wanted to make sure I mention. I'm sure, has everybody heard of the Paris Climate Accord? I'm pretty sure. Okay, so the latest is that Trump has now said we're not going to abide by that, even though the United States has agreed to do that. The exciting news is, once he said that, thousands of cities, governments, board of supervisors, county board of supervisors, colleges, universities across the nation said, you know what, you can say that, but we are still in. We're still in, we're still interested in having a future, we're still interested in having our children have a future on this planet, and we are going to do something about it. And that is very, very exciting to me, because it has, what Trump has done is he has gathered people together in a force like no other. And that is where my hope comes from, is together, all of us together, will be making a difference. So if you're interested, you can go to wearestillin.com, and you can see all of the different groups that have signed on to this. Because again, they're saying, you know, Trump, you may not be concerned about climate change. I mean, he's got Rex Tillerson in there as one of his right-arm man from ExxonMobil, and we all know that ExxonMobil knew about climate change in their research 40-some years ago. And all they've done since then is, basically lie about climate change and what it is. And finally, people are starting to realize, no, ExxonMobil is not quite correct. Obviously, they have reasons to be lying to the American people. So anyway, so I wanted to mention wearestillin.com. It's pretty exciting to see all those groups on board. The Lane County Board of Supervisors, so I have this on your full page sheet. They are meeting, so here's something that if you're all like wanting to know what to do about climate change, one thing that you can do is attend the Lane County Board of Supervisors meeting. It's on Monday, and it's at 9:30, and they are looking to see, I'm sure, how many people are interested in, are concerned about climate change, who is going to be there, and who's going to be, so please try to make that meeting. It's very important, but they are going to be talking about keeping the Paris Agreement. We are going to have a Sunny Award, our second Sunny Award that's going to be presented. Our first Sunny Award went to the city of Cedar Rapids for doing the Solarize program, which I'll mention in just a second. But we like to provide a Sunny Award for those that are doing very, very positive things for climate change. So if you can make that, that would be fantastic. I also wanted to mention the smaller sheet that you have. It says Solarize. And if you don't have one of these, there's some by Maureen over here. There's a whole stack over here by Maureen. These right here, this program has been done in other states. This Solarize is the first in the state of Iowa to be conducted. And basically what it was is it's coordinated by Midwest Renewable Energy Association and the Environmental Sustainability Coordinator for the city of Cedar Rapids. He found this program and wanted it to come here to Lane County. So he got talking with this association and they put together this program. So what they did was they put out, it's kind of like it's called an RFP, and Moxie Solar was the winner of that RFP. So Moxie Solar is providing the solar installation for this program. Basically, the idea is the more people that get in, it's kind of like the Walmart idea, right? The more you buy, the more you purchase, the less expensive the material is. Okay, that's kind of what Walmart lives on. So it's not exactly like Walmart, but it kind of is. So it's called Power Purchase, Group Purchase Buy is what it's called. So take a look at this. There are many meetings coming up in the next couple months. It's just an hour. You will learn more, even if you're not interested necessarily in if you live amongst many, many trees, and it's not going to work for you. You can get a lot of great information about solar energy if you go to one of these solar power hours. They're really fun to connect with other people. But honestly, the amount that you're going to pay for solar, if you are interested in solar energy, is cheaper than it's ever been before, and it's because of this group purchase plan that they're putting in place. But this is only available until the end of September. So you have to do it soon, okay? So look up if this date doesn't work for you. Right now it's just the 18th that's on here. There's many, many others. Look up solarizelincounty.com and attend one of those meetings. It's a great way to get us off fossil fuels and more clean energy. So take a look at that. We also have an electric vehicle event that's coming up. Anybody test drove an electric vehicle or maybe have an electric vehicle? Okay, electric vehicles are another great way to get off fossil fuels. And as they come on board and Tesla continues to ramp up their facilities, their new facilities, there's more and more car companies that are interested in implementing some type of electric vehicle. Again, whoops, that's okay. Again, it's a way to get off fossil fuels. So if you're interested in coming and learning more about electric cars, plan to come to Newville Market. We'll be there September 16th. This is a collaboration that we have with the City of Cedar Rapids, Alliant Energy, Lane County Public Health, and some others. Alliant also, so like if you do that, obviously you need a charger for your home. And right now Alliant Energy is providing a rebate for electric vehicle chargers. So if you're interested in that, take a look at that. It's $500 for people as a rebate. So what's cool is no emissions, right? So when we had our parade entry, we had a Nissan Leaf that's 100% electric. And we were the last entry in the parade. But if we had some people behind us, they would not have been sucking in any fossil fuel fumes. So electric vehicle is definitely going to see more and more of that as time goes on, which is awesome. And then we also have, if you have any young people that are really interested in addressing climate change, and a lot of young people get it. A lot of young people that I talk with, they totally get that we are in serious trouble if we don't change our ways. That is all there is to it. And they get it. So if you have any young people that might be interested in coming to a leadership conference, we're looking for those young people who are really have that on their radar. We want to talk with them. We want to get them together so they can form a hub of friendship and start doing activities together. Maybe even affect how their school is, maybe even tossing out their unused food. There's all kinds of great things that can come when you get people together. How young is young? I'm saying like high school and college. If you have a strong middle school student, sure. So that'll be at New Creek Nature Center. And then I also put on the bottom of this piece resources that you all can tap into. I don't have any fancy PowerPoints like Maureen. But I did look up, there's a lot of videos on 350.org that you can look at. There's also a great one on the National Geographic. If you go to National Geographic, you can watch Beyond the Flag with Leonardo DiCaprio. And that basically, if you want more information about climate change and what's really happening scientifically and how it's affecting our Earth, definitely I would strongly suggest watching Beyond the Flood because it's a great, great piece. And you can do that for free. It's like, I think it's actually an hour and a half, something like that, but it is well worth your time. Iowa Public TV, how many people are watchers of Iowa Public TV? Okay. I'm telling you what, I almost watch that almost like exclusively now because I'm so disgusted with our mainstream media in not really reporting. Like when Standing Rock was happening, we didn't hear hardly anything that was happening with the severe abuse of our Native American family.
RT is the only place you got it.
Yes, I mean it was unbelievable that thousands of people can go and try to secure their land in a very positive, peaceful way and have it turn into what the mainstream media was trying to make it look like. So Iowa Public Television is a great place to, I've seen a lot of documentaries too about climate change. And it's just they continue to kind of hone in on it, and I'm very impressed with Iowa Public Television, so I wanted to share that with you as well. So I want to save time right now for any questions that you all have. Do check out on the back of this solarized piece. I do have, we don't have much of a website presence really, but if you look on Facebook, we put all of our actions on Facebook. So if you're looking to see, and I know Cedar Rapids Solidarity, sorry, now I'm forgetting the name of it. Solidarity in Motion, sorry Valerie. Yeah, okay. Valerie is very good about gathering people together and putting all the events on her calendar, and she'll be talking here in a second about that. But check that out too, because we are very much believers that together is the only way we can solve this massive problem that we're facing. With an administration that we have right now, even at the state level, what I saw with our pipeline is disgusting, and yeah, I'll just stop with that. So please gather together. If you have any questions, you can certainly ask me later, but I so appreciate you being here, and thank you so much for your time.